All right, we're gonna carry on. And now our next number was 29. Because 9 is 5 or more, we want to round up. So 29 will become 30, that's right. We're gonna multiply our two-digit numbers together, okay? And we've been talking about how when we have zeros in our questions and our multiplication problems that we're gonna enter those zeros into our answer. And so we have 2 zeros here. So I know in my answer, I'm gonna have 2 zeros. But before I add those, I wanna multiply the numbers that are there, the 4 and the 3. 4 times 3 is 12, okay? So I'm gonna write the 12 down. And now, seeing that I have 2 zeros in the ones places, I can add those zeros in my answer. And my answer is 1,200. Now their question was, when Luke multiplied, he got the answer 203. Is 203 close to 1,200? It is not. Luke's answer was not reasonable, okay? But I want to know, if I were to multiply the numbers as they were, what would my exact answer have been? So let's see, this is our estimation. What would the exact number have been? Let's work it. 43 times 29, okay? We've been multiplying double digits for a while. I want to remind you of how to do that. Let's brush up on that. And so let's pretend that our 2 is not there for the time being. We know how to work these problems, right? Let's start in the ones place. 9 times 3 is 27. That's right. I'm going to put my 7 down and carry 2 sets of 10s, okay? Carry the 2. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 2, 38. That's right. Well done. Okay, so we're done multiplying in the ones place. I'm going to return my number to where it was originally and get rid of this ones place number, just so it makes it easier to see as we're learning to do this. All right, I'm going to begin multiplying from this number in the tens place. Because I'm starting to multiply from the tens place, I need a number to sit in my ones place so that I don't begin answering this question there. And what I like to do is I like to put a 0 just to fill that place. When I multiply 2 times 3, because we go across first when we do the tens place, I don't want my answer to go in that ones place. I'm starting out in the tens. So 2 times 3 is 6, and it's going to go under my 8. Now I'm going to multiply upward. 4 times 2 is 8. That's right. Multiplication is done, and that means we're adding our numbers together. 7 plus 0, 8 plus 6, carry 1 set of 10s, 8 plus 3 plus 4. The answer we got was 1,247. Now, is this number close to our estimated number? It's very close, and therefore this is a reasonable estimate. Luke's, not so much. All right, I'm going to erase this board and we're going to look at example 2 together. And example 2 says to estimate the product of 38 and 53. Anytime we see the word product, we know what kind of problem are we working. Multiplication, that's right. So estimate the product of 38 and 53. All right, let's round. And whenever we round, we're looking at our ones place. Is 8 5 or more? It is. So 38 becomes 40. All right, 53. Let's check out that ones place. There's a 3 in it. Is 3 5 or more? It is not. Let's round down with Mrs. Brown. It becomes 50. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the hard work. Multiplication. Oh, we have zeros in the ones place again. That means I'm going to have zeros in my answer. And however many zeros I see, that's how many is going to be in my answer. So 1 and 2, I've got 2 zeros. I can go in and put them down. I'm going to have 2 zeros in my answer. And that leaves me multiplying the numbers left. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is, that's right, it's 20. So I'm going to put 20 down in my answer. My reasonable estimate is 2,000. All right, but let's multiply exact. Let's see if our answer was reasonable. We're going to start out multiplying in the ones place. And so I'm going to pretend this 5 is not even there for just a moment. 8 times 3 is 24. Put down my 4 and carry 2 sets of 10. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2, 11. Well done. All right, we finished multiplying in the ones place. So now I want to put my tens place back, and I'm going to pretend the ones is gone. All right, we're not multiplying starting in the ones place for my second tier, and so I want to put a number here in the ones place to prevent me from putting my answer there. And the number we put is a 0. That's right. Now I am ready to work. When we multiply from the tens place, we multiply across first, okay? So 5 times 8 is 40. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 4. That's right. Now we are ready to add. The exact number that we got is 2014. Is this number close to our estimated number? Very close. So our estimation was spot on. It's close, it's reasonable. Well done. One more example and we're done with this lesson. Example 3 says, estimate the quotient. Quotient. When I see that word, I know I'm talking about what? Division. Here we go. Divide 1,845 by 6. Okay? But before we get started, they want us to find a reasonable number to estimate. What should we round this number to? Now, we can choose a number close to 1,845 that can be easily divided by 6 if we know our 6 factor families. We know that 18 is a multiple of 6. So we could round this number to 1,800 because we know 6 is going to go into 18 evenly. So let's give it a try. 6 cannot go into 1, and so I go and move to the next number. 6 can go into 18, but how many times? That's right, 3. I'm going to put the 3 over the 8 because I'm looking at both numbers. 3 times 6 is 18. We just divided. We just multiplied. What do we do next? We subtract. That's right. 18 minus 18 is 0. Are we done? Nope. We have a number to bring on down with Mrs. Brown. And anytime we put a number down, we have to put an answer up. You got it right. Can 6 go into 0? Not a chance. So my number at the top is going to be a 0. We just divided, but we have to finish the operations. So now we need to multiply. 0 times 6 is 0. Subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. And now, do we have another number? We do. We have to bring it down.